Hey guys, this is the Ganzo G766. This is a small balisong from Ganzo. uh, a very nice feature about this knife is the weight. 58 grams, which is just a bit over 2 ounces. And for that weight, you get a cutting edge length as big as the Rat 1. Not bad. If that was the only selling point, I would be okay. I mean, a very small weight for EDC tasks, this is going to be okay. But as a balisong, I don't think it's quite there. I'm not a balisong guy. I can't really do a lot of tricks. Over the course of my life, I have owned a few balisongs. Currently, I have only this one. This is a Baron Sun. My wife gave me this as a present. I have no idea why, but I was curious about this. I can do the ice pick, and I can do this, flick it open and closed. That's about the extent of the tricks that I can do with a balisong. I was curious about this because compared to this, I think this is a great step up. I got this as a present, as I said, and the reason why I don't like this sort of knives is because I've looked and they don't mention the steel. Not for this model. It wasn't put anywhere. So even if this is just a toy, a novelty item, I did flick this one open and closed and a few times, but I won't actually even put in the effort of sharpening this one. It has a very thick rind. It has a pointy tip, so you could actually hurt yourself. But other than that, it's a novelty item. This one actually works. You see, the latch holds it closed, and when you squeeze it, the latch releases it. You can open the knife and then close it. Now, I've never had a really expensive balisong, like a Benchmade or not even a Boker. I don't know how good they are, but I never had a Benchmade. I know they are kind of top of the line. So I don't really know how good balisongs are for cutting tasks. One thing I did like about this knife, it came sharp. It came shaving sharp, and it came at a decent edge angle, about 20 degrees per side. Now I've lowered it to about 17 degrees per side, and it still has a very thin grind behind that edge. The edge is not that wide. I would say about 1 millimeter, 1 point something millimeters. And the thickness of the grind, now I've sharpened this, it's very sharp, and I don't want to damage the edge. So bear with me here. It's going to take me a bit if you care about these things. It is just under 0.4 millimeters. That's right under 16 thousandths of an inch. That's thin enough for you to do your cutting chores. A better slicer than the Endura, your regular Endura. I say that's good. Ganzo's 440C, personally, I like their heat treatment of 440C. Some people compare it with some other steels. I have a lot of Ganzos with 440C, and I like them. D2, also. It might be your thing, it might not be. And I think for the package, this one is pretty neat. Couple of things which I don't like. And like I said, I don't know how it is with other balisongs, but if you actually want to cut something with this, let's say a piece of very soft wood. This is a willow. And I lock the knife. As soon as you squeeze the scales together, going for a cut, it unlocks. As soon as you squeeze the scales. I assume other balisongs do it, and I don't know if anybody actually uses their balisongs to do their cutting tasks. But if you're just going to do some very light cutting of your lunch and everything, I assume that's okay. It's not really a problem because it's going to be in your hand, and even if it releases, it's going to be in your hand. It's not going anywhere. The handle is very comfortable, but I'm not completely sure how it's supposed to work. If people actually use balisongs for everyday tasks. It is very light, so the handles are very light, so you can't do all the tricks. So while I can, I would say safely open this like this in the ice pick, I think you call this, closing it, I'm a bit afraid because there you go. Have to swing it a bit harder. With this one, it's not sharp, but just you have the weight of this of the handle to help you in your tricks. If you're a balisong guy and you've tried this one, please tell me, do you like it? Because I'd be very curious. Now, one thing which I did like, and I'm not sure if, once again, if balisong guys are going to like this, is you see this latch goes all the way down and you can ding the blade. And if you keep your balisong sharp, any metal contact you have, the edge, any metal contact the edge has, it's going to chip dull the edge in that particular place. This cannot happen with this because the latch does not go all the way down. It just goes to a 90-degree angle, which I like. Another thing, which I'm not really sure about, I don't remember ever carrying a balisong. I've had about, I think this would be my fourth. I had this, two others, and this would be my fourth. I don't actually remember ever carrying a balisong as an EDC. In my front pocket, I wouldn't really want to put this because, well, it might easily open, and I don't want to carry this tip up or tip down in my front pocket. And I don't want to do that in my back pocket. Unless, of course, you can tighten these screws. And right now, it's set up to easily swing, so you can do your tricks. But you can actually tighten the screws so that this doesn't happen. It takes a T8 for the big screws and T6s for the other ones. I'm gonna take my T8, which is almost a T8. And yes, you can tighten this. And at that point, I didn't tighten it. And at that point, it won't really, you can't flip it anymore, but it won't open by itself. See? Whichever position I put it in, if you can flip it or not, like this, I don't know. If I'd have to carry this, this is the way I would carry it, so that, yeah, it opened. I would still be a bit iffy on the whole carrying this in my front pocket. If it's even legal for you. A lot of countries, balisongs are illegal to own. So, yeah, I don't know. But if you're like me, maybe you also work from home during these times, and yeah, you just like to have a nice balisong. You're not really a full-fledged balisong aficionado. You're more of a amateur. This Torx doesn't do anything. You're more of an amateur balisong aficionado. Then yeah, sure. This could be something for you. Like I said, if you are into balisongs, especially if you have high-end balisongs and you laid your hand on this, I would really be curious about your thoughts on it. Do any real balisong guys enjoy balisongs who have very lightweight handles? From a practical point of view, like I said, an amateur balisong aficionado, I appreciate the fact that it has really good steel. I can do a few tricks with it. This is not going to be an EDC. This is just going to stay here on my desk. And if I have to do some cutting, it's going to be lightweight tasks. Maybe I'll cut some cardboard with it. Maybe I'll cut some food with it. And the handle will always be comfortable. Now, I think they use thread locker for basically all of the screws but one. I'm not sure which one of the bottom ones. And with me playing with it, I think from this one from the latch, for me playing with it, it loosened up. I noticed that and I tightened it. Since then, it hasn't loosened up. Yeah, as a curiosity, I think it's it's a pretty cool toy. I just wanted to share this with you, since you guys seem to love my first impressions video more than anything else. And that is a bit shocking. I would have thought people would like my testing videos more than my first impressions, but so far as my YouTube statistics say that you guys like my first impressions video more than my testing videos. I'll have some testing videos, but for now, yeah, this was the Ganzo G766. If you guys have it, let me know what you think about it. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, opinions, please also let me know what you think about it. Guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I wish you all a great day.